In today's climate, nothing will make you a more accurate or confident shooter than Crimson Trace laser sighting systems. Get the immediate, decisive advantage of the world's only grip-integrated laser sights today. Shoot better. Stay safer. Crimson Trace.
Welcome back to another hour of Tom Gresham's Gun Talk. Now broadcasting on over 200 great radio stations across America. The #1 national voice in defense of your Second Amendment rights. To be on the air with Tom, call us now. 866-825-5486 or 1-TOM-TALK-GUN. Now, here's Tom Gresham.
All right, just a reminder that Gun Talk and Guns and Gear, our two television shows, are currently running on Pursuit Channel. That's DirecTV 604 dish is $393, and of course on their own channel on Roku devices. That's Pursuit Channel. This week on Gun Talk, we're doing recoil. We actually shoot a 505 Gibbs. Holy smokes. 600 grain bullet going, 2,000 feet per second. It is a monster. 100 plus foot-pounds of recoil. It was not something you want to do a lot, I can just tell you. And I see here on CNN, I'm sure you've heard this, the story about the African lion, the killing there. Oh, maybe you haven't. Because, see, this is a different story. This is an African lion killed an American woman, a 29-year-old American woman named Catherine Chappell in South Africa. Killed by an African lion. I guess we're not hearing a lot about that because the lion didn't have a name. Line 1, Frank's with us out of Kansas. Frank, you're on Gun Talk.
Yeah. I want to complain y'all's just discriminating against me with this gun dealio.
Okay, what?
Well, you don't have an app for Windows Phone.
What's Windows?
Yeah.
No, we don't. And you're right. We do not have an app for the Windows Phone. We cover the Gun Dealio is available for the iPhone system and for Android, but not Windows. We've had a few people ask about it, and I do mean a few. Are there a lot of people who use Windows phones?
I think there's quite a few, actually.
I still don't understand why anybody uses Windows at all, but that's just me since I switched to Mac more than a decade ago, but that's just me. I guess we're looking into it, but at this time, I kind of doubt we're going to be able to develop for the Windows platform. I think between Android and iPhone, they just dominate. It's probably 90% of the phones or more. So that's kind of where we are. I wish we could help you, man, but I can't, Frank, but I appreciate you bringing it up anyway. Yeah. Thanks for the call. The Gun Dealio is available. It's a free app, smartphone app for your Android phone, for your iPhone. What it does is it points out the deals, the promotions, the specials that are going on from gun makers, ammo makers, optics, accessories, all of that kind of stuff. It's free. It gives you alerts and all of that. Just go to gundealio.com. GUNDEALIO. Gundealio.com. Speaking of deals and specials and cool stuff, it's a pleasure right now to bring in Tyler Botts from Alien Gear Holsters. These guys have been making some really cool holsters for quite a while. They got some new things going. Hey, Tyler, how goes it, man?
Hey, how are you doing?
I am fabulous. I've been looking at your website. You guys just keep cranking out more cool stuff.
Yeah, we just released our newest product, the CloakTuck 3.0, which is sort of a new improved version on our IWB holster, and just kicked that off about mid-June, so we're pretty excited about that.
Well, I was going to ask you about it. I'm looking at the, it has no break-in required, but we already knew that. But what I want to know about is it says it has advanced retention, and that one really gets my attention because I like the sound of that. How did you achieve advanced retention in this?
Well, what we did this time around is we created, so the previous CloakTuck 2.0 had sort of a smooth vinyl layer on it that we stitched in, and in this version we created, actually, we're calling it alien skin, an outer texture, which actually it's a soft rubbery texture on that outermost layer on the pistol side, and it's going to keep that gun gripped a little bit closer in your holster there on top of the shell retention that we have. So you can actually screw that down tighter, and it makes for your pistol really sticks in there pretty good.
I mean, obviously, when you need your gun, you can get it. It'll come out of there. But I guess the idea is if you are active, and look, we're shooting this first-person offender show right now, and what we find is that people are surprised that in a lot of the cases, people end up on the ground when they are assaulted. They're rolling around, they're on the ground and all that. You don't want your gun to fall out of your holster. You want it to be right where you left it.
That's right. Yeah, we've got that's a big thought process as we go in and sort of evolve our holsters. You know, we looked at that with the original leather. How can we make this a better holster? How can we make the pistol stay put a little bit better? And then we've evolved that all the way up to the newest version, the GUNTALK 3.0, and it just does a great job. On top of that, we've got this round we inserted a core to the holster, which is actually a stainless spring steel. So it's got a little more, I guess you'd call it, not it's thickness without the added bulk or anything, but that's also going to sort of press against your pistol and give you even better retention. So, and it's a lot
more like maybe just a little more rigidity, but it still bends and forms around your body.
Right. So the core actually sits behind the pistol there, and then the flaps, the wings we call them on either side of the pistol are going to wrap around your body. So there's the no break-in time part of it, but that core is what really keeps the retention intact. Okay.
All right, question I had. Somebody was just asking, said, well, he has tried the Alien gear, and he said it looked, and I didn't see it on here, but he said on your website or somewhere you recommend that a 4 to 5 o'clock position on your IWB holster is best. Is that what you guys are putting out, that works real well for that 4 and 5 o'clock position?
Yeah, that's where we recommend people wear it. We've seen some people do the appendix carry, and but which you can do with our holster. But we recommend that 4 o'clock position. And of course, that depends on your body type as well. So it can fit anywhere on your side, and that's where our adjustable cant comes in. So you can move those clips up and down the holster to sort of fit your body type. So really, our holsters are equipped to fit anyone's body type.
Well, with the adjustable cant, if you move it in a certain way, you can actually change the angle that the holster fits on, or actually the pistol fits onto the holster, so you can vary the angle of the grip so it becomes comfortable, however you happen to wear it.
Yep, that's right. And you can actually move it up and down, so if your body is, depending on your body type, you can keep that holster a little bit higher on your body, or you can move it down the pants of it, inside the pants.
Because a lot of people, there's a huge difference in people's torso length. And as we're equipping people for first-person offender, we've got people who are little short people have little short torsos, and then some people of almost the same height will have long torsos. So some people like that gun mounted real deep inside the belt, and some people like it coming out higher.
Yep, that's right. We feel like our IWB holsters can accommodate that pretty well. So that's definitely goes into our process when we're designing these holsters.
All right, so what's the deal? I just heard the commercial on the 2-holster combo. What is this thing?
Yeah, so the 2-holster combo, basically you come to the Alien Gear website, and you can choose any 2 holsters that we offer. So this could include our outside the waistband models. It could include our leather. It could include our GUNTALK 2.0, which is our neoprene padded holster, and then it also includes our newest one, the 3.0, that's got the stainless spring steel core. So what it means is you can just pick any 2 holsters that we offer and throw it in your cart, and you see a big discount there as opposed to buying 2 separately. So
I see this price. I just went to your site and just did this. Okay, I'm following along with you. 2 holsters, $49.88. Can that be right?
That's right. Yeah. That's the starting at point. So you can go in, and if you choose, for instance, 2 of our original leather holsters, you could get that for that price point. So yeah, it's a pretty good deal.
That's a lot of holsters for $50.
Yeah, that's right. And that also goes along with our ironclad triple guarantee, which if you receive one of our holsters and you're not satisfied with the quality, or it just doesn't feel right, or maybe it's not the most comfortable concealable holster that you've ever worn, we'll take it back within that 30-day time frame. We'll buy it back from you. So no questions asked.
Okay, it's Alien Gear Holsters is the website, Alien Gear Holsters, and I'm looking there. You also have some new videos there all about how they're made and how they're used and the adjustability of them, so people can get a lot of information on the website as well.
Yep, that's right.
All right, sounds good. Tyler, look, you guys keep at it. You keep taking your holsters and making them better. Just, an adjustment here, a tweak there. They just get better and better.
Yes, sir. Well, we appreciate that. And the reviews are coming in now for the 3.0, and we're just hearing across the board that this is the best concealed carry holster that any of these reviewers have ever tried. So we're really excited about this new product, and we encourage people to go check it out. 4388.
All righty, there you go. So aliengearholsters.com. I appreciate it. All right, give me a holler if you got a question, a comment, a gun that you want to know about. Something's not working for you. We'll see if we can troubleshoot it for you. If you're thinking about buying something, well, heck, let's talk about it. We'll figure it out. We'll kind of send you in the right direction. Some of it's going to be on you, but we always like to help you spend your money. 866 Talk Gun.
Everyone knows that dry fire practice can make you a better shooter. Make it count with the Score Time Laser Trainer Target from LaserLight. Use your own gun with LaserLight Laser or the LaserLight Trigger Time Laser Pistol to get great practice and have fun doing it. It's like an electronic dartboard target for your gun, with scoring, timer, and shot display. To see more, go to laserlight.com. That's laser, LYTE.com.
If you're looking for a safe and trusted way to sell your firearms, look no further than Dury's Gun Shop. I trusted them to sell my dad's collection. They built their business for over 50 years on honesty and customer service. Dury's Guns will buy any size collection or estate, none too big or too small. Selling your firearms to Dury's Guns is easy. Go with the pros. I trust Dury's Guns. DurysGuns.com.
The XDM 3.8 Compact from Springfield Armory is 2 guns in 1. Use as your concealed carry gun with a compact magazine and use the extended magazine for home defense. Carry 13 rounds of 9mm in the compact magazine and a whopping 19 rounds in the extended magazine. To see the entire family of Springfield Armory XDM pistols, go to SpringfieldArmory.com. That's SpringfieldArmory.com.
Be sure to watch NRA Freedom Friday from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. with Freedom Fighters, American Air Gunner, ATSN Stop the Threat, Gun Talk TV, Championship Season, Guns and Gear TV. Watch NRA's Freedom Friday only on the Pursuit Channel, where we deliver the outdoors.
Are you looking for a place to shoot? The National Shooting Sports Foundation has a great website called wheretoshoot.org. It's the largest database of shooting ranges on the internet. It's also a great resource for shooters where you can find video tips, printable targets, and a lot more. Find it online at wheretoshoot.org. And while you're there, download their free iPhone app. That's wheretoshoot.org.
All right, back with you. 866 Talk Gun gets you in here, or shoot me an email, tom@guntalk.com. Sean called in from Benton, Louisiana on 3. Hey, Sean, what's going on with your Taurus pistol here?
Hey, Tom, it's good to talk to you this afternoon.
So you got a go ahead.
Go ahead.
You got a Taurus? What's going on with it?
It's a PT 738. I bought it for my wife for Valentine's Day, and on a side note, I tell you what, guns are 10 times better than flowers. And,
I love it.
Oh yeah. So she'd only put about 20 rounds through it, and just in that small amount of time, it's getting very, very difficult. You really have to jerk the trigger to get it to discharge. If you squeeze it easy like you want to, like when you're good target practice, stay on target, it will not go off. The hammer will not fall. But if you jerk it really hard, it will discharge. Is that something that's kind of common with that model, or is that something I'm going to have to probably send the gun back in the factory?
All right, let me make sure I fully understand. And you mean that if you just pull the trigger back slowly, it literally will not go off?
It will not. The hammer will not fall forward. It will not discharge.
Unload that gun, call Taurus, get a return authorization, and send it back to them because something's wrong.
Okay. Good enough.
I mean, it should go off whether you yank it or whether you squeeze it. As long as you're pulling it all the way back, then it must go off. So there is something wrong there. Like I say, just immediately unload that gun, please, and get it taken care of, okay?
Sounds great. I sure appreciate the info.
Absolutely. Thanks, Sean. Russ is on line 2 out of Wichita area. Hey, Russ. Welcome to Gun Talk.
How are you doing today?
Good.
So, got a project I'm in the planning stages on. And, of course, safety is no accident. I've got an 80-acre parcel out in the country with nothing to the north of me for several miles but pasture and wheat fields. And I'm looking at utilizing a natural draw, and I want to build a backstop on the north end of that draw. And I was thinking about using semi-truck tires and stacking 2 rows of them, like an odd number in the back and an even number in the front, maybe cutting the top sidewall out, packing it full of dirt, and building it up as high as many tires will allow. Have you ever constructed a backstop in that manner, or do you have any alternatives?
Do you have the option there of just building a dirt berm?
I could. I was thinking about this would keep it compact and allow me to get it pretty tall.
Okay, I'm not sure I'm fully understanding. My first concern is this. I don't want bullets hitting tires because some bullets will literally bounce off of tires, believe it or not. So that if you had a way of chopping up the tires into itty-bitty pieces like they do in playgrounds, that would be a one thing. But to actually have tires back there causes me a lot of concern. Okay.
Well, this is for long-range rifle work up to about 650 yards. I've got a sand pit for short-range stuff.
Oh, okay, because I was thinking of up close shooting them with 380s or something because those are very likely to bounce off of tires. But if you're shooting way out there, I don't think it matters as long as you're going to be catching the bullets. The main thing is a dirt berm is always best. It simply beats everything else all the way around. So as much as you can make it a dirt berm, that's your backstop. And, if you can get it up to 10, 12 feet, that's great. It's just a lot of dirt and a lot of moving stuff around. But if you can get it there, that's the way to go.
Okay. Now, the next thing is, are we going to see you at GRPC?
Absolutely. I'm going to be there. You going to be there?
We're planning on it.
Good deal. We'll see you there. It'd be September, 25th or so, that weekend in Phoenix, Arizona, the Gun Rights Policy Conference. I'll be there. Russ is going to be here. Thanks, Russ, for the call. Which reminds me, you can be there, too. It's in Phoenix, the Gun Rights Policy Conference. It's free. You will come away with a huge stack of materials, books, papers. You'll have a chance to talk and meet and mingle with people like Masada Ayub and John Lott. And, you never know who's going to be there. Larry Pratt from the Gun Owners of America is liable to be there. You'd just be amazed. It's, as I say, it's free, and I think it's worthwhile if you're at all into gun rights. So I would certainly suggest you take a look at that. Let's see. Justin, Granite City, Illinois, on 1. Hey, Justin, what you up to?
Well, I'm about 6'1", 315.
There you go.
I just came back from the trap range this morning, and I took out my first new loads I've made with number 8 shot. And I'm shooting ounce and an eighth at a 16-yard line trap. And it's been a long time since I've done this, but I've busted 22s and 23s all day long. And I was shooting 1 ounce 7.5s, and I like how the 1 ounce, it's less, recoil on you, beats you up less. but I almost wonder if I stuck with number 8s, if it's really worth that loss in BBs, because before I was averaging upper teens, and I could always tell when I would dust a couple, but they wouldn't break. And I'm kind of wondering if I should just stick with an ounce and eighth. And I just kind of want to see what your opinion is on it.
Here's what I would suggest doing. Since you're reloading these yourself, load up 200 rounds with 1 1/8 ounce and 200 rounds with 1 ounce, and go shoot them and see what you think. My thought is this. I think you're going to like the 1 ounce loads more. You're going to get more loads out of any given quantity of shot, of course. You're going to get less recoil. Generally speaking, if you shoot a lot, less recoil adds up to more broken targets, because less recoil is less fatigue at the end of a day of shooting. Are you? How much trap do you shoot? I mean, are you a competitive shooter?
Well, I'm actually getting into it. I plan on September 1st joining the ATA after their fiscal year is up, and I want to start going to registered shoots with my uncle. And he actually just came back from their Grand today, and I know he shot it yesterday. And I'm hoping next year to be able to go compete at the Grand. So I'm really wanting to get into this, and I'm trying to keep the family name going.
That's great. Well, the Grand, of course, is just a wonderful event for trap shooters. So, but I would try the A/B test to get some loads with 1 1/8 ounce and then some with 1 ounce. Try them. See if you notice any difference in breaking targets. My guess is you will probably not see a difference, and then just go with that. Skeet shooters, actually, international skeet shooters, ended up going to lighter and lighter loads. I think the trap shooters did also. And as they went to lighter loads, they kept thinking, oh, God, we're just not going to break as many targets. They actually broke more targets because, once again, less fatigue, less recoil means less fatigue, means quicker reflexes, means better focus as they go along. 866-TALK-GUNS. Do you like light loads in your shotguns, or do you still like to use those big old heavy loads?
In the dark about which firearm is best for self and family defense? Call Tom now for great suggestions for your purchase and a lifetime of insight regarding the safe handling, operating, and storage of your new addition. Now, once again, Tom Gresham.
Hey, welcome back to Gun Talk. Tom Gresham here, 866-TALK-GUN. We're going to be getting you more information on trap shooting and loads for trap shooting in just a minute. But right now, Robert from Beaumont, California, looks like, called in from on line 3. Hey, Robert, what's on your mind?
How you doing, Tom?
Good.
I've got the range report. I just purchased a Kimber Ultra CDP2.
Okay.
And this gun is wonderful. Right out of the box, I have about 200 rounds through it.
Uh-huh.
And I'm shooting probably at 45 feet, probably about a 4-inch pattern.
Now this is a 45. You got it in 45, huh?
Yes, this is a 45, 1911.
Right.
And
okay,
just a wonderful gun. It's I'm in the process here in California. Gun laws are a little strenuous.
Yeah.
And I'm in the process of getting my CCW.
Okay, I was going to ask you what the plan was. So this is going to be your carry gun?
Yes.
All right. Did you get extra magazines yet?
Yes, I've got the factory magazine leaves a little to be desired. So I picked up a couple extra Wilson Combat mags.
Outstanding.
And they're really, really smooth. They're really smooth.
Yeah, you can't do better than the Wilsons. I love what they do. I get mine through Brownells, but yeah, you can get the Wilson Combat mags for 1911s. It's just about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I just stumbled upon them, so it's a good thing.
Good deal. Look, I think you scored big time. I think that's a very nice pistol. I used to have one of those. I actually gave it to a friend. So that's a good friend. So I gave that one away. But yes, those are delightful pistols. And I just like 1911s anyway. I like 45s. I like 1911s. Robert, thank you for that range report. All right, we had a call a minute ago. Somebody was asking, he had been shooting 1 ounce loads and he went to 1 1/8, and he's trying to decide, this is for shooting 16-yard trap targets. I said, well, I know who to call about that. My friend Ray Elgin, who has shot upwards of, actually literally more than 1 million rounds of trap targets. So Ray joins us right now. Are you pulled over? You're on the side of the road now there? You're not wandering around like you usually do?
I'm ready to go, Tom.
All right. The question on the floor, the immediate question is, a guy says he's not sure. He thinks he's hit some targets before and dusted them with 1 ounce loads, and he's wondering if the 1 1/8 ounce loads are better. And my thought was, I like the reduced recoil of the 1 ounce loads. What do you think? You've shot a zillion targets.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I have, and I actually hit several of them. But
twice. That's right.
Well, there is a trade-off. I'm old school. I still shoot 1 1/8 ounce. But the 1 ounce loads, especially if you have a good load with a good shot, one of the key things about 1 ounce loads is you don't want to push them as fast as you do 1 1/8 ounce, because they have a tendency to open up holes in the middle of the pattern, which is the last place you want to do that. But the shot has gotten better, wads have gotten better, and the loads have gotten better. I would keep them, if you want to shoot 1 ounce loads, and I have a ton of good shooting friends that I shoot with all the time who shoot nothing but 1 ounce loads, and they do quite well. But what you want to be sure of is that you're not pushing them too fast. I would stay in the low 1,100 foot per second range. You'll get a very nice pattern. Reclaim shot 1 ounce typically doesn't work all that well. Get good high grade shot, get a good wad, and run it no faster than 1,140 foot a second.
So what we're talking about here, when you get good shot, not reclaim shot, is you want the shot to be harder. It has a higher antimony content in it, and as such, it doesn't deform, so it retains its spherical ball shape rather than having flat sides to it, which they get crushed or compressed during the recoil. And it's like throwing a rock. A flat-sided rock is going to spin off in any direction, whereas just a round marble keeps going straight.
Exactly, and I should have gone a bit more into the antimony instead of just saying good shot, but that is indeed the case. You want good round shot that's very hard, a higher percentage of antimony, probably upwards of between 4% and 6% antimony in the shot. And I think at 6. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. 6% antimony.
Yeah, between 4.5% and 6%. You go over 6%, then you lose too much. You sacrifice too much weight, because antimony does take a little weight out of the shot. But at 16-yard targets or for skeet loads, 1 ounce works exceptionally well. And I have a good friend that I shoot with a lot, who's a very good shooter. He shoots 1 ounce loads on in sporting clays and does very well, even on your longer targets. But he's a very careful reloader, and he does it right, and has a great deal of success. He's very recoil conscious, so he needs to shoot the 1 ounce loads. But very well.
Let me explain. Antimony is an element that you add to lead. It makes it a little bit harder. It's also a little bit more expensive, and it, as you say, it's less dense than lead. So the more you add, the lighter your load gets. All right, here's the question for you: 7.5 or 8 shot?
For 16-yard clay targets, for 16-yard trap targets, absolutely, positively 8 shot.
More pellets.
Absolutely, and 8-shot will. There's so much controversy about this, and I've listened to it for, you know how long I've listened to it, a long time, and 8-shot is absolutely the shot to use for 16-yard clay targets, period. And for almost all sporting clays targets, I usually carry 5 or 6 rounds of 7.5 shot with me in case there's an exceptionally long sporting clays target. But I wouldn't even dream of shooting 7.5 shot on 16-yard targets. It's unnecessary. You lose a lot of pellet count, and you just don't need it.
Wow. Hey, Ray, can you hold on for a second here? I'll take a quick break. You got time to spend a little more with us?
Absolutely, Tom.
Okay, good deal. We're talking with Ray Elgin, my good friend, been in the firearms business forever and ever. He and John Browning were close personal friends back then. We'll be right back with more Gun Talk.
EWL by Slip 2000 is the absolute best gun lube available, period. It will never gum up or become sticky. It won't attract dust, dirt, or sand, and doesn't freeze in cold weather. It penetrates and bonds with a metal-reducing friction and wear, which means less cleaning and easier cleaning. Why not try it? Visit our participating dealer for a free sample or go to slip2000.com. That's slip2000.com.
The .45 Auto, also known as the 1911, is the standard other defensive pistols are measured against. No matter what pistol you carry, techniques developed around the 1911 are vital. You know you need training, and you know your concealed carry class definitely was not training. Now Gun Talk presents an exciting DVD, Fighting with the 1911 with Tiger McKee. Tiger's unique training style will have you drawing, moving, shooting, and running your gun better, no matter what style pistol you prefer. At ShopGunTalk.com, you can order our DVDs of Tiger's instruction. ShopGunTalk.com also has a 2-DVD set, including Concealed Carry 1. Get both for the information you know you need. This really is life and death. ShopGunTalk.com has DVDs, books, and other essential gear. ShopGunTalk.com. That's ShopGunTalk.com.
The Smith & Wesson Bodyguards. Carry more comfortably, walk more confidently. When it comes to personal protection, nothing beats a Bodyguard. Choose the lightweight, compact, and concealable Bodyguard 380 pistol or the Bodyguard 38 revolver, both with a built-in laser sight. The Smith & Wesson Bodyguards. Carry more comfortably, walk more confidently.
Silencer Shop believes the world is loud enough. So we've made getting noise suppression for firearms easier than ever. All you have to do is visit a gun shop powered by Silencer Shop. And before you know it, noisy things like radio commercials will seem to be quieter. Help make the world a quieter place. Visit silencershop.com to find a dealer powered by Silencer Shop near you.
A great trigger can make you a better shooter. For over 60 years, Timney triggers have been trusted by hunters and shooters everywhere. Timney triggers are proudly made in the USA and come with a lifetime warranty. Installation is easy. Give yourself the Timney Trigger advantage. To see more and order online, go to timneytriggers.com. That's TIMNEY triggers.com.
All right, back with you here. Visiting with my friend Ray Elgin. We have hunted together in various places, both big game and birds. And we're talking. Hey, Ray, I was thinking about something that occurred to me that we didn't mention. We might want to touch on. We're talking about going to 1-ounce loads for trap shooting, and I want to add this in. And we're talking about the quality of the shot. We specifically are not talking about the cheap promotional loaded ammo you're going to get at Walmart and these places that are 1-ounce loads? Because they generally have very soft shot in those.
Oh, yeah, and good heavens, I'm glad you brought that up. I was thinking about that earlier. The game loads that you buy are 1 ounce of shot, but when they first came out with the game loads, way back in the late 70s, early 80s, it was an economical load to shoot dove with primarily, and they very quickly found that they had to go. They wanted to lower the cost because cost was the driving factor in ammo sales at that time, and they're literally tractor-trailer loads of dove loads sold every year. So they went to 1 ounce of shot, but they quickly found that with they were loading them with about a 2 3/4 or so gram of powder in 1 ounce, which makes sense. But it wouldn't cycle the automatics at the time. It wouldn't cycle the 1100s and things like that at the time. So they went to 3 1/4 gram of powder and 1 ounce of what they used to call mud shot in the old days, just a very soft shot. And so you're driving that load at over 1,300 foot a second with very, very poor shots, and the patterns were just horrendously bad. And that's why I was commenting that you don't want to push that load too fast. So do not, under any circumstances for target loads, buy the cheap 3 1/4 1 ounce loads because they have a bad shot in them and they're going way too fast. And they go bang and they'll kill a couple doves, but it's just typically not that good a load.
So, but what you if you're
they're better today than what they were, but it's still not a good idea to push a 1 ounce that fast.
So, but if you're going to be buying loaded ammo for shooting trap or skeet, what you really want, and I know it costs more money, but you really do want target loads.
Exactly, because that's where you get the higher antimony in the shot, and you get a powder charge that's much more equivalent to the amount of shot you're trying to push out of the barrel. And this is so critical. I can't overemphasize this. That the speed has to be adjusted to the amount of shot you have, because you push that little bit of shot too fast, and you can see this on a pattern board quite quickly. There's just a big giant hole in the middle because it pushes the shot. It drives the wad through the center of the shot column, and it creates a big hole right in the middle.
Well, see, that's perfect for me because I've never hit anything with the center of the pattern anyway, so it works out great. I'll just push all the shot to the edge. I'll shoot a donut pattern. It'll be perfect.
You're way better off.
Now, let me ask you a question for you. When we talk about target loads, for those that may not know, you're talking about what? Winchester AA's and the equivalent in other brands?
Yes, and Federal. I'm a little prejudiced towards Federal, and they make probably the best load out there. And but there are a lot of very good loads, and there are actually a lot of very bad loads. And I don't know that I'm going to start recommending, but you stick with Federal, Winchester, Remington, and some of those. You're generally going to have a pretty good load.
There you go. And for those that may not know, you worked with Federal cartridge for many years, so yeah, you're prejudiced, but also means you know ammo like nobody I know. I know that I interrupted your trip there. You're driving, you pulled over the side of the road to help me out. I appreciate that. We're going to let you crank up and keep moving along there, my friend.
Well, thanks so much, Tom. And we just got back dropping our grandson off, and he was with us for a week of coyote hunting, so everything's cool.
That is great. Take a grandson out coyote hunting. All right. Thank you very much, Ray Elgin. He is one of the smartest people in the firearms business I know. Whatever you need to know, he probably has the answer for you. 866-TALK-GUN. It's open lines. Give me a call. All right, I've been talking about our first-person defender series, video series, where we take regular people and put them in a self-defense situation. They're using Simunitions FX marking cartridges. They're decked out in the protective gear. But it's amazing how it so instantly becomes real. It's not a game. It's not a simulation. It's real. You're being attacked. You're being carjacked. Whatever it is. And they buy into it. The problem is people who think they're going to do well often don't. I'm not sure how people think they're going to do well if they've never tried it, they've never practiced it, they've never trained in it. Standing at a range and just punching holes in paper, I hate to say this, but it's almost irrelevant. It's almost irrelevant that you are a good shot. Honestly, I know that sounds weird, but it is. Because it's not about being a good shot. It's about knowing what to do and being able to do it. To move, to shoot, to talk. Let me say that again. To talk while you're doing all of this. It's a great drill that we featured where you're actually talking while you're shooting, and the talking makes you a better shot. When people were not talking, they're all over the place. When we had them talking and issuing commands while they're shooting, their groups shrank. Give that a little thought. In just a few minutes, we're going to be talking with an expert in self-defense training with firearms, rifles, and handguns. You do not want to miss that. Got this email. Said, in these difficult times for sportsmen and women, especially for hunters and shooters, it's extremely nice to see something positive happening. I belong to a small shooters club and range called the Wasatch Shooters Association, located a few miles from our home, that offers seniors a yearly unlimited family pass for only $25 a year, and an all-year small outdoor range. My wife and I were there yesterday and observed several fathers who had brought their kids, and not only brought them, but they were very active in coaching them in safety and shooting. The three that I especially noted were ranging in ages from about 6 or 7 to maybe 15 years of age. What impressed me, besides the active interest of the dads, was the fact that these kids, younger ones too, were very focused on what they were doing. No goofing around shooting. Shooting very deliberately and carefully. One girl, about 9 or 10, whom she had gone down range by us to check her targets, was so focused on pasting up her holes for the next round, you would have thought she was a champion shooter. So nice to see. Line 3, Jim's with us out of Shreveport. Jim, I got a minute. Give me this range report, if you would, please. Go.
Well, I just wanted to talk about a pistol that I purchased, and I'm so glad that I did. A GUNTALK PMR 30.
Oh, yeah.
I took it to the range on Friday for the first time, and it's just, I'm not a good shot. But that pistol made me a good shot. It's amazing how accurate that little pistol is.
I tell you what, that is great. Now, that's the one that shoots the 22 Magnum, right?
That's right. It's a 22 Magnum with a 30 round magazine.
Exactly. There's not much recoil. I'll tell you what, if you really want some fun, take that thing out just at dusk and shoot it. It shoots a ball of fire. Actually, quite literally, a ring of fire comes out of the muzzle. I've shot them inside in ranges, and we were able to capture that on video, this cool donut of fire that comes out. They're kind of hard to come by, the GUNTALK PMR 30. No recoil, 30 rounds, 22 mag. As long as you can get 22 Magnum ammo, you're good to go. That is very cool. Appreciate that range report. All right, coming up, we're going to have Tiger McKee from Shoot Right, like Firearms Academy. Tiger, of course, is the author of the Book of Two Guns. He is also featured on our video, Gunfighting, Fighting with the 1911, but also teaches Glocks and everything else. Question I'm going to ask him is, let's talk about shooting and moving and preparedness and mindset and all the things that a lot of people who have the carry permits have never thought about or trained for. This might apply to you. You don't want to miss it.